Hey guys, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming at you with another Let's Play episode of Torulf's Path in Dawn Chorus. So, without further ado, let's jump right back into it, shall we? Let's get to where this little hot tiger is. I think he's a tiger. Anyway, alright, let's do it. Let's get into character. Mikko brushes against my side accidentally, struggling to walk straight ahead with his huge backpack. I wonder what he has inside. It must weigh a ton. Don't tell me you've taken everything you had in your room with you. I hope he didn't bring all the music gear he usually uses. Not everything. Just what I might need with me here. Knowing you, it means just that. He takes out a phone from his pocket and takes a picture of the guest house. Now that we're at our destination, the excitement finally floods me. Ahead of me is a whole camp full of adventures in this beautiful Nordic scenery. Invigorated, I straighten my back and smile contently, marching towards the guest house. I need to use this time the best I can. Yes, I am playing Dawn Chorus as if all of you didn't know. Day 1. Carvin, here's your key. Oh, thank you, Professor. I mumble and take the key with the number 17 written on the tag, briskly returning to Mikko. I'm one of the first students to get a key, which turned out to be a somewhat lengthy process. We were given a choice between single and double rooms, as there were less students than available beds, and the university had rented the whole guest house. I decided to get my own room. Mikko had wanted to take a double room with me, and had even considered it, but in the end, I like having a place I can retreat to, just by myself. And well, I don't know if I'm ready to share a room with him yet, but I'd rather not start thinking about it all again now. Room number 17. I wonder if that's on one of the upper floors. Maybe with a bit of luck I'll get a room close to yours. Although with the size of this guest house, I don't really think it matters. Mikko also opted to get a room on his own, mostly because he doesn't know anyone here well enough except me. Well, let's say he's not very good at meeting new people. Everyone who already got their key, please go to your rooms, unpack, and be in the cafeteria in 30 minutes. It's behind the door at the end of this corridor. I'll go drop off my stuff. I can't wait to get this backpack off me. Okay then, see you in a while. I walk down the single-loaded corridor alone, counting the rooms. I count all the way up to 11 before I reach the inn. It must be upstairs then. Even better for me, I'll have better views. Turning around to get back to the staircase, I bump into a lion in a flannel shirt holding a coat in his paw. Lake. Again. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to walk into you. He takes a step back, smiling timidly. Ah, you're so cute. It's okay. I should be more careful. I did not hear you at all. No, it's my fault. I didn't mean to sneak on you. The carpets here are really thick. This whole place is so nice. It looks pretty fancy. And there's so much wood in here. I chuckle. Although he seems timid at first, this lion can be pretty intense. So much nicer than my home. I'm really excited to be here, and I can't wait to see my room. I hope it's as fancy as the rest of this place. Yeah, really intense. We've just arrived here, and he's already bursting with energy. Yeah, I like it here too. It's really cozy. If the corridor is so nice, imagine how cool the rooms have to be. I'm just trying to find mine. My stuff is pretty heavy, so I want to get all that off me finally. I look over at Lake, who only has a small backpack with him. Lucky. Or just smart. Oh, sure, yeah, that's a good idea. By the way, which room is yours? I got room number 17. How about you? It would be nice to pay him a visit later. I'm sure he already has some fun ideas on how to spend the camp. And number 12. I have a feeling you'll end up there sooner or later. See you later, Carvin. Yeah, see you, Lake. Why did I pack so much? Cursing myself in my head, I carry my unreasonably heavy bag in both paws. I need to learn to pack only the stuff I really need, and it better be sometime soon. This time it's my turn to bump into someone. Oh, hello. In front of me walking down the stairs stands a bear. Yeah, he did get an art rework. From the downwards perspective, he looks outright imposing, and I can't help but feel a bit intimidated by his presence. Ah, sorry. I wasn't paying attention to where I was going. I packed a bit too much, and now I have to carry all this upstairs. Oh, don't worry. Let me help you. The bear laughs loudly and takes my bag from me, carrying it upstairs with ease. He's big, although I can only speculate if it's more muscles or fat, and it looks like the bag is nothing to him. That's a very fortunate turn of events for me. I was sure those stairs would be the death of me. Okay, where to? Room number 17 should be right around here. We find my room easily. I unlock the door and swing it open. Okay, here you are. The bear drops my bag at the door and turns to leave. Hey, thanks. No problem. I'm glad I could help. I'd gladly stay and talk some more, but I need to go fetch the rest of my stuff. Sorry. Picking up the bag, I turn to enter the room. That's when it hits me. I didn't even introduce myself. Hey, wait. What's your name? The bear's already gone, though. Well, I'll catch him later. I sign into the room, closing the door behind me. Such a pretty room. RTX on! Neat is the first word that pops into my head when I look around it. The room isn't big, but doesn't feel cramped either. If anything, I'm amazed at how well they've used the space. The walls here are also wooden, with one tasteful painting hanging above the bed for decoration. The bed, covered by a colorful patchwork, is big enough to fit at least 2 people comfortably. There's also a small wardrobe, a desk, and a chair. They're all minimalistic in style, fitting well with the room. A thick carpet covers the wooden floor. The colors remind me of a meadow or a sunset sky. An ever-changing tapestry of vibrant colors and cloudy white. Oh, I'm going to love staying here. It feels like home, while simultaneously being better than any home I've ever had. I'll have plenty of time to look around, though. For now, I can just drop off my stuff and head back to the lobby. Maybe I'll check if Mikko got his room yet. Or I could go pay Lake a brief visit. Since it's not conducive to seeing Torulf, I'll just stay here. Or I could just stay here and unpack. There's no hurry. Those two won't disappear anywhere. I pick up my bag and take out my instant camera. It's only for special occasions, but this certainly feels like one. Walking up to the window, I took a look outside. The guest house is surrounded by a forest, but from here I can see a few lakes and clearings between the trees. In the distance, some hills hide beneath thick layers of fog. Soft white fluff is covering everything in sight, and it's starting to snow again. A blanket of gray clouds hangs heavy above the land, casting shadows over everything. I love this kind of weather. There's something mysterious about dark days like today, as if the earth is covering itself in snow and shade to hide its secrets from our eyes. The snowflakes dance in the air before my eyes, blown around by the wind, blind and silent. I open the window and the cold wind pushes in, ruffling my fur. It smells of pines and earth. I turn on the camera and lean on the windowsill, creating a bipod with my arms. A quick look into the viewfinder to find the right frame. Click! I swiftly close the window. The air in the room is much chillier now, and my fur is all bristled from the unfriendly wind, but I have my photo. I pull it out from the camera and quickly stow it in the camera bag to shield it from the light. If I just left it in the open, it would have been ruined. Instant photos require a lot of care. I still have a few minutes left to unpack. I take my shoes off. Ugh, I should have done it before walking straight across the room, and put on the lighter ones I took from my bag. The next few minutes are spent on emptying my bag and putting everything in its newly assigned places. I'm done just before the 30 minutes have passed. I take the photo out of the bag, careful not to touch the surface, otherwise I could leave pad prints on it and never be able to get rid of them. The photo turned out pretty much as I wanted. The ominous sky fills most of the frame, outstretched above the fuzzy dark green splotch of the forest beneath, all behind the swirl of snowflakes. You never know what you'll end up with when taking an instant photo, or using a film in general, and that's precisely what I love about it. When I know exactly what photo I want to take, I use my DSLR. But when I want to capture not a scene, but a mood or a feeling, something fleeting and delicate, I take out the instant camera. Often what I end up loving the most in these photos are the imperfections. Like the overexposed white spaces where something should be but isn't. There's just a blank space left for our imagination. Those photos seem alive in a way, and that's what I'm aiming for here. I want a reminder of this place and this moment for the future me. I can sense that there's something significant about this camp, as if something important is bound to happen here. My feline senses tell me that. I grab my camera bag, put the exposed photo in a side pocket, and leave the room. The corridors are all empty. Everyone must have already got there. A quick glance at my watch tells me it's 13:31, so I'm barely late by a minute. But lunch is the last thing I'd want to be late to. I open the door and enter the cafeteria. Looks like I'm not the last one. Most of the seats are occupied, but some of the students I saw on the bus are not here yet. The cafeteria is spacious and pretty modern, much better than what I would expect from a rural guest house. Some plants are lined up against the southern wall with windows, and lamps hanging from the ceiling light up the room. I see 2 tables with people I know. Mikko is sitting at one end of the room, with that bear I met earlier, and a raccoon I don't know. And Lake is sitting at the table just next to that one, together with Coach and Rune. Lake notices me first and waves to me enthusiastically. I'm gonna sit with Mikko. I hesitate for a moment, but I wave back to Lake and walk up to the table where Mikko was sitting to take the spot up next to him. He notices me and greets me with a warm smile. I don't know the others, but at least I'm with my friend. And Lake, I'll catch up with him after lunch. I'm doing him in another playthrough, so. You're late for lunch. That's unlike you. I wanted to finish unpacking before coming here, and I took too much stuff, as always. Hey, I'm just teasing you. I probably took twice as much stuff as you did anyway. The food isn't here yet, but it should be in a minute. Hey, you're Carvin, yes? Mikko mentioned you just a short while before. From the other side of the table, the bear I met earlier leans in and introduces himself in a considerably low voice. I'd introduced myself earlier. I'm Bjorn. I study neuroscience. And we are going to save it right there. Alright, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell until the next video. I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!